First of all, we want to ask about the Filipinos there.
Mhm.
What are the final numbers in terms of casualties?
As of today po, we have 47 injured, 4 dead, and 2 missing. These aren't final numbers because we keep getting reports of other injured Filipinos, so we keep updating it on the hour. So this is just the latest figure that we have. But we have numbers that are still coming in.
What
Mhm.
is the extent of the injury of most of the Filipinos who did get injured?
Most are have been. I mean, I can't say they were lightly injured, no, but most are not in the hospital, although they have been pretty badly bruised and cut. But we have 9 who are in the hospital right now, and our embassy through the labor office is keeping tabs on them and visiting them. We've already been in touch with them, and we're going to continue to monitor their situation.
Mhm.
We we understand that many of them want to come back here. Reason for you to actually arrange a repatriation move, right?
Yes, yes. We have had inquiries from many Filipinos who want to leave. And so right now we're arranging a chartered flight on August 16. We've already filled it. So this will be flying out about 410 Filipinos. And given the demand, we're going to be arranging future flights very soon.
Uh, yes.
Sir, how
Uh,
many Filipinos do we have there in Lebanon? The last figure I saw kasi was 2013 pa eh. That was around 29,000, but that was 7 years ago. So, and
Apo.
I think over the past few months, medyo nabawasan kasi even before the pandemic, even before the blast, marami na nag-uuwian dahil I think there's some sort of economic crisis, currency crisis, and political crisis sa Lebanon. So medyo nahihirapan din yung mga Lebanese to employ Filipinos as well.
Yes, actually, this was the previous repatriations were also through the effort of the embassy and the DFA. Since December 2019, we've been repatriating Filipinos who are affected by the economic crisis here. We've already flown out 1,508 Filipinos on more almost 20 flights. And so this is an ongoing program, but we've just sped up the departure of this latest chartered flight due to the explosion. So right now we have about 33,000 Filipinos here. Most are
33. Oh.
household 33,000, yes po. And most are household service workers, so most are women.
so the trepidation of Filipinos there is arising from the blast or from the political situation where now it's become even worse, no? Where 5 cabinet secretaries, I believe, have resigned. And so, what will be the reason? What is the reason behind their fear? So much so that they want to come home already.
Yes po. Previously, it was economic po, no? The country is right now going through a very bad economic situation, and our Filipino workers here were very badly affected as well. So most of the 1,508 Filipinos we evacuated previously were leaving because of the economic downturn here. But
Yes.
because of the explosion, I think this has reinforced their desire to leave. A lot of people are scared and see a very difficult situation if they remain here. So we did indeed get a lot of inquiries for repatriation immediately after the explosion.
Meron ba sa kanilang merong ano? Have you registered any COVID cases among the Filipinos there?
But right now we have had only 5 confirmed COVID cases. So thankfully, the community has been spared COVID. Unfortunately, one of the 5 was our late Ambassador Bernardita Catalia, who passed away
Yeah.
from the
Yes.
disease. So this was a big blow to the embassy. But otherwise, po, we have had only 5 reported cases. The other 4 are the 2 of the 4 have recovered. The other 2 are still undergoing treatment.
So lahat po sila pagdating dito, magka-quarantine ng 2 weeks. And paano po yung uwian nila sa kanilang mga probinsya? Baka madagdag kaya yan sa mga locally stranded, hopefully not, mga LSIs. Meron na bang plano kung paano sila makauwi?
Opo, when they arrive po, they will be met by DFA and also by OWA officials. And so there will be indeed mechanisms to ensure that they're not stuck in Manila when they arrive.
Yes,
That after their quarantine, definitely po they will be given assistance for returning home. So we're coordinating po on the Philippine end so that our kababayans will not just arrive po in the airport, but they will continue to receive assistance.
Paano po yung mga nasa ospital pa? I imagine that they will be probably reserved for the next phase if there is such a thing. No? Do you imagine that there will be another phase of repatriation, considering that
yes,
there are only 400 coming home now, no?
So, yeah. We definitely we have future flights planned. So this will not be the last flight. As I mentioned, the voluntary mass repatriation program has been ongoing since December, even before the blast. So I think we've had more than 18 flights already. And so this flight is we've brought up the schedule of this flight because of the explosion. This flight is just one of the flights in our mass repatriation program, and we'll definitely have more, especially given the situation now, and it will be very soon po. So any of our injured kababayans who are too injured to fly with this flight will be put on the next flight.
Okay.
Sir, before Beirut used to be known as the Paris of the Middle East, but that was before the 1975 civil war in Lebanon. Now, looking at the pictures and images of Beirut now, it almost looks like it's back to the 1970s. I'm wondering if you're expecting a major dislocation of Filipino overseas workers who are now based there in Beirut because of what happened. I mean, of course, a lot of Filipinos now want to come back home, pero do you expect an even greater dislocation, economic dislocation of Filipinos there because of what happened with blast?
Opo, I think the blast just added to a difficult situation with the economic crisis here in Lebanon. So even before the blast, we were expecting that the Filipinos here will continue to ask for repatriation. Definitely, the blast has made the situation more difficult, and so we anticipate that even after this chartered flight, we'll continue to get requests for repatriation, and which is why we do plan future flights to leave for the Philippines.
Yes, sir. Well, I asked that kasi sabi nga ninyo, you have 33,000 Filipinos, well, of course, all over Lebanon, with 1,000 being scheduled ready for repatriation in the next few days or next few weeks. But generally, how many thousands of Filipinos do you think will have to be brought home in the next few months?
We hope it won't be thousands of Filipinos, but each plane will definitely carry several hundred po. I can't really say po if a significant number of the 33,000 will want to leave, but we're prepared po for really an influx of Filipinos wanting to leave. We definitely anticipate several hundred will want to leave in the next few months.